So I'm doing another attempt at a live stream cooking video stream. Cooking stream. Anyway, it should be a quick one. It's just dango. And without any sauce because that's a lot of sugar. So, mostly trying to see how the lighting is, the sound, and motion, and not the blur. Because last time it was way too blurry and that sucks. So, I'm gonna start by boiling water because that's gonna take a while anyway. That'll be for later, probably like a 5. See if it's live right now. Cool. Watching myself, see if it looks good. Oh, that's delayed. Hello. There we go. Okay, cool. So, it's very simple. It's basically 3 ingredients. And realistically, it's 2 ingredients, like rice and water. But, to start off, I'm gonna go with 80 grams of Jyoshinko, which is a very fine rice powder. Oh, it's even got a nice little, oh wait, no, it says cut. Nope. You can rip it. It's good. So, something's boiling off. Anyway, 80 grams of this. Something smells burnt. Oops. Okay. Come on, 80 grams. Forget which one adds what stuff to it, like structure versus on 1 gram. Ignore the smoke. I am 80 grams, there we go. Let's save that for later. So, into the bowl. What is it? Oop, that is very loud. Okay. I failed to pull, oh, and it's 0, so we're gonna go with that. So after that is Shiratamako, which doesn't have a clean opening. Oh, wasn't that bad. Easy to rip open. So these ones are like more chalk-like. There's different ratios you can do. I'm gonna go with a 50-50 ratio. It'll change how squishy the dango are. Right. This, okay. In case there's a chat, I can view it. So, a lot easier to measure out. Now there's different ones, different recipes where you either use hot water or not. For different parts, like one of them takes hot water, the other one takes room temperature water, or you just mix them together first and then, there's no way I got both perfectly on 80 grams. But anyway, so first we'll just mix the dry ingredients. Hey, what's up, John? No, so this is dumplings, or dango. Why did I say dumplings? It's because you said dumplings. It's dango, which is just basically rice cakes in another form. Then some nice boiled water. It's too much water, it's fine. Actually, it's not. Let me measure out properly. almost like in ounces. So it's gonna be a slow mix of warm water. At what rate, who knows? But eventually it's just gonna be hand mixed anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, what is a rice cake other than rice and probably water? I mean, it's just a bunch of carbs. Big clump, which I guess is fine. It's gonna end up in a big clump anyway. But yeah, no, this is more about like, so this one is just basic. There is ones where you mix in the sugar with it. I think that's Hanami Dango, which you can add different flavors or different colors and all that. This one starts off as basically rice cakes, and then you grill it. I mean, maybe not grill, but like fire. A little basic. How's it going? And there is a sauce usually goes with this, which adds like a ton of sugar and soy sauce. But I'm not gonna do that. I might just put soy sauce on it by itself and see how that goes. But yeah, it's like mirin, which is basically rice wine and sugar. That's gonna go like that. And then actual just sugar added to it. Red sauce, and then starch to thicken and soy sauce. But I'm not gonna go with that. I feel like I might have added too much water. Bring out the dough mat. Gotta unfold it all. Unfold. Move this for a second. Dough mat. Very nice though. It's just a paste of rice. Which I think there's some that actually straight up beat up rice, and that's mochi and whatnot. So I'm just gonna fold this like dough. Like rolling this. See if I can get it off my hands. But yeah, then this is gonna be boiled in water after I put it into little ball shapes. It's like a better Play-Doh, honestly. So first it's boiled, and then usually you'll have like a fire to cook over. I mean, maybe if I actually had a gas stove, it would be different, or a grill. But I'm just gonna do it right in a pan. I'm gonna get all that stuff on my hand. Very interesting. It's like doesn't really stick, so that's nice. But it's like it's somewhere between Play-Doh and like. Also, it's really warm. Kinetic sand, I don't know. But going to leave it for a few seconds. Then roll it up and cut it. Do I have? I swear I had a dough cutter. Yeah, let's see. It says to let it rest for a bit. How long is a bit? It doesn't. I want to wash my hands. Let me clean up a little bit. But yeah, I thought this was going to be another test stream to basically see how my setup's working, because last time the audio was way too quiet and the frame rate was horrible and it looked horrible. It was like not even 720p. So now I have a better setup. So I know Steam was doing some showing off, and they're doing it for like 3 days. I think it's like Summer Game Fest and whatnot. But one thing I did see was Monster Hunter Wilds. That's for 2025. So that's exciting for me. Not that I've really played any of the DLCs, but just like every time there's a new game and everything goes well, then I'll also have a new PC by then. So I'm just now waiting for the water to boil. I guess I should have started it earlier. Also, one part says to, after you heat it, they'll kind of bubble up to the top, and then you put them into an ice bath. I do not have ice, like actually having ice. So I'm just gonna go with cold water and hope that works. Well, but yeah, there's still more days of Steam Game Fest, and who knows, summer sale, who knows. I just need to see a recap of all the games. Watching too many, it's like, nope, no time for that. Just give me the what's good. I mean, honestly, I still won't buy a bunch of them, but if they end up on Game Pass, like, everything's ending up on Game Pass. Okay, so I get some cold water, and I set it high, and hopefully it boils fast. Where's my? I'll just do even cuts. I was looking for. Here it is. Dough cutter. But yeah. Okay. So next step. Roll this out into a nice even-ish log. Probably attempt number 2. And then you can always adjust after the fact if you think certain dango are too big or too small. Yeah, let's get it off a little bit, it's fine. I think that's the center. Then just little tiny balls. Devs can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter. They want to make a fool of themselves. So yeah, now we make little balls. You would want them to be even, but that would require measuring and stuff. That one will probably fix. These ones seem like a good size. That will fix later. They're a little soft. I don't know if they're supposed to be more thick dough-like or whatnot, but also I don't even know if I have an even amount of balls. Even? Odd? Whatever way. But yeah, I mean, whatever the developers do doesn't matter until the game's out. And it's either a good game or it's not. And honestly, a lot of the games that are amazing are just surprising. Like, oh wow, who would have expected that one to be good? Looks like I have an odd number out. Actually, I can mash that last one, but I'm gonna do sets of 4 actually. That one's a little big. That makes it more fun, right? I mean, it couldn't be any worse than. Also, right now going on is Gamescom. What? Gamescom? In Taiwan. So all the big companies showing off stuff like Nvidia, AMD. We're not showing off the stuff us gamers want, just showing off the stuff the corporations want. But also cool stuff like smaller PC hardware and whatnot. There we go. I hate how slow water is to boil. So this recipe I just took off of YouTube, but I swear none of them have a good, well, very few of them have a good, like, amounts. It took me like 3 videos to be like, okay, yeah, I can go with like 80 grams of Jyoshinko, 80 grams of Shiratamako, and then they did ounces of water. But otherwise I use 150 milliliters of water, which I think you're supposed to use less, maybe like 140. And then the rest is like, this one's gonna be obvious. Drop that down, looks good. Maybe a bigger pot. And I'm gonna mix them around without sticking together. Cool. So these will take about 2 to 3 minutes to kind of float to the top. Also, I don't even know what TV shows would even do that. Oh. Then again, I wouldn't even trust TV shows. Well, you can trust YouTube a lot more, which is kind of sad. They'll be like, oh, add banana sauce to it or something. It's like, TV, what are you doing? Whereas an actual YouTuber would be like, oh, I went to an actual chef who's been doing this for 30 years in Tokyo, and this is the recipe they told me. It's like, cool, someone who cares. Whoopsies. So yeah, that's gonna boil. Move this over. There's nothing of ice water. Let's see, I got a pan, that's good. One thing said to soak bamboo skewers before sticking them on, so I did that. I don't know, I guess wetting the bamboo skewers will help when I'm throwing it in the pan, or I guess if you put it in a fire, because otherwise they would set on fire, and that's not a good idea. So let's not set them on fire. Yeah. I think it's been longer than 2 minutes, so hopefully they're cooking. I mean, it's like pasta, and it's like, different times. Or if my things even melts. Ugh. But yeah, they should float to the top, and then when they float to the top, I can throw in my cold bath. And after that, it's just going right onto the pan. I'm not gonna use any liquids. Put my soy sauce away, didn't I? Let's see if I can grab it. Soy sauce, get. Let's see. Boiling water. Yeah, about 2 to 3 minutes. They're definitely getting lighter, so that's good. If I added too much water and now they won't float. Who knows? But yeah, I think, so you can basically put on any sauce you want. Like you could eat them just plain, or, okay, one's starting to float. Or grilled. Or have the whole sauce for it. But I think 2 recipes I saw also just put red bean paste on it, which is also sweet, which honestly sounds awesome. But I couldn't find any, so no red bean paste for me. Thanks. Stay up there. That works. Cool. So they're floating now. I'm not sure what level of floating, but McDonald's grandma ice cream? No, what's that? Floaty, floaty, floaty. And I guess if they all started floating around the same time, that means they are about the same size, so that's good. Are they round? Not quite. But all balls are beautiful, right? Turn that off. Where can I move them to? Plate. Perfect. Move the hot pot. Oh. You can chill back there. Let me see how long to leave them. Cool in ice water, dry. Okay, cool. So I'm not sure what this part of the cooking does, like the boiling part. Butterscotch? What? What, so McDonald's is just doing like a butterscotch flavored ice cream or something? Oh, I have 2 plates. I mean, if people are into it. Very sticky. Which almost makes me not want to put them on paper towels. Because if it sticks to the paper towels, it'll be a problem. Okay. So there were some things about how many you should put on a skewer, but my skewers are short, so I think I'm actually going to get only 3 on a skewer. But anyway, this is the last part of it. Cool, you can heat up, I don't know, set to 4, should be fine. Get my skewer. It does not like going down. Step. They'll probably deform less. Plus the water is supposed to help them not get totally wrecked. I mean, this is why you can have different levels of the 2 ingredients. It'll make them squish different degrees. I don't think that's a joke, that's just a fact. Okay, it's not hot enough. I mean, if you're supposed to be putting it into a fire in front of a fire, then it's a whole different level of heat. Heat up faster. So I don't know if this will actually like cook it properly. Pretty sure it will, but okay. It's hot enough that at least some of the water is sizzling up. Let's just okay. Assume this is hot enough. I mean, it could if I had a proper chef's hat laying around. maybe later on if I like this. So the only problem right now is I didn't like the previous live stream, so let's save. Oh, hotter. Hotter. But yeah. Otherwise, it'll just be more videos because I can control it a lot more than the live streams. Then maybe somewhere down the line, getting a proper chef's hat for my model. Wish I had a blowtorch. Burn it real quick. I wonder if, I got a weird thought, I'm also gonna try butter. You should go for butter, oil. I'm gonna try those without anything, and then these two with like butter to see if it browns better, because I mean, I think you would want more of a charred flavor, and that's why you use fire, but what do you do when you don't have fire? You try for butter. You know, just white people shit. I wonder if it's doing anything at all. It's actually making it solid. I don't know if you've ever had those rice cakes that are actually just like straight up grilled, or like flat cooked so that they are crispy on the outside but not like any kind of char or anything. That's what I think these are doing right now. So you see that there, look at, like, it's not an amazing char, but I think it's more, what is it? I forget the one for meat. There's some way where it gets a nice char when you're cooking it, because it's like burning the fat. I mean, I actually don't think I have any way of starting a fire right now other than like putting a paper towel on an electric grill, which is not a good idea. Don't do that. Also, this is probably not the best pan for it. Like, you probably want something close to a wok or cast iron skillet or anything that would direct heat better. Then a few seconds. It's definitely heated up, so. Also don't know how fast you want to like eat these after cooking them. I'm probably not gonna eat them that fast because so it is non-even cooked, whereas if you had a fire you can nice roast it evenly a lot better. So not a bad idea. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sorry about this. This would definitely set off the fire alarm, and I don't think any of us want that. Because I have no way of muting right now. I'm cooking without even being on the thing. So that was a bad idea. So I'm gonna try one of these and it's sticking. So I think any other way would have actually cooked it a lot nicer. There's no strong flavor on the outside, and the inside is kind of just almost, well, it's just boiled rice. So it's not that great. So I'm gonna try soy sauce into it. This is why you want something thicker, because clearly it's not sticking. But look at that. So just soy sauce. We'll have a different flavor. So yeah, definitely very chewy. Well, not like tough chewy. Honestly, it's probably what eating really soft Play-Doh would be like. And definitely falls short because I didn't use anything other than a little bit of soy sauce. So, definitely do the sauce if you're gonna make these, which is just soy sauce, medium sugar, and starch, and more water. So it'll just be very sweet. I'll be that. And if you have the potential to actually cook it over a fire, either if you had like a grill or maybe in a cast iron. I still don't think a cast iron. You want something that heats it nicely, but also gets a lot of heat through it. So I don't know if these are too thick and it's just the very inside is not as good, or I just don't like boiled stuff as much. I do have I don't have a toaster, but I do have a air fryer. I think I will try throwing one in the air fryer. I'm not sure how the noise is, so you might have to turn me down. So I'm gonna try throwing in one in the air fryer. See how that goes. Which one? This one, or let me try this first. See if it's even good enough to throw in the air fryer. Like, they're not bad, they're just not, had no flavor. So if you had like, if you had sugar during the mix, it'd probably be a lot better. Water's still warm, but like, it's not bad. Like, I'm still eating it, but I would definitely recommend the sauce, whether it's the usual Mitarashi sauce or red bean paste. Like, it just lacks a little bit of flavor. Honestly, well, I guess it's probably a similar process for making mochi. Maybe I'll try that sometime if I have already the ingredients for it. And you just fill it with whatever you want. And my preference would be like red bean paste. But you could put like anything in there. So yeah, I guess, wonder if mochi has a little more sugar in the actual dough. Because this has no sugar in it, it only has rice and water. So it is like just really mushy rice. So I put it on for 2 minutes in the air fryer. Welcome to Air Fryer Dango. So we'll see if that changes it at all. Which it might give it like a more crispiness to it, like a more around crispiness. But it won't. Does it get to the inside? Probably not. And it won't give a nice char on the outside, which would be nice, but I mean, these chars weren't that bad. They're just beep. Okay. Hot. Holy shit. I'll put them in for another little bit. Yeah, so another 2 minutes on that. I just want to see if it can crisp it up. And no, my noodles that I made at home sucked. But I do have a packet of ramen noodles and all the other stuff to make a nice simple ramen. And honestly, I don't think I can screw that up as much as something like this. Maybe I'm just really bad with dough stuff. Also, I'm cutting out ingredients, so that is very bad. But yeah, I think my next attempt, depending on how this goes, if I like the quality of this stream, then I could totally do ramen on stream. If I don't like it, then I'll just end up doing it as a video. And it should be fine. But yeah. That's got 30 seconds on it, so. Like, these aren't bad. I don't know if I need a skewer for them. Honestly, I could just like flatten them out, throw them on there. What if I just sprinkled sugar on it? Actually, I'm just gonna sprinkle salt on one of these just to see how that is. Which is like a nice salty flavor. What's your preferred flavor? Salt. Honestly, the salt's not that bad, but that's just because I like salt, so. Nope. Not gonna do a voice. Okay, let's see. So it didn't change much. It might be too hot, but yeah, if I had a nice like toaster oven, that'd be different because those heat lamps are always like really good with it. So it doesn't look different at all, even though it was in the air fryer for 4 minutes at 380. Definitely heated it all the way through more. But yeah, it's still just mushy rice. But yeah, it's not bad. It's just not quite there. I'm gonna just take these, flatten them really out, and then grill them until they're even more hard. Just like like very thin, but like grill it, and then it'll be like little rice cakes kind of. But yeah, I'm gonna stop there. And then I think I will actually return in like maybe less than an hour to continue undermine. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. If I don't see you later, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.